zone for a touchback. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, Tuesday. Too low, Captain. Out.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and
10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
22. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to take. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's a second down run with Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is Darren Sproles. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
That's caught by Howard. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 20. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come on, let's go.
Freeman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start on the ground here at Sanders, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
The great 57. Take that thing with us. Watch the safety creep. Jump. Show it.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Freeman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here we go.
From the 45 on second down, Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 99. Check 99. Check 24. Check 24.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback right side. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
51, Sam. Check 52 to Mike. Check 50. 39. Exit. Bang, bang. Protein spill.
On second down, Freeman. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Ito Smith, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 4th-quarter comeback for the QB. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Waiting. Sunday. Forward, Tokyo.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Another run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, 1st down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
The open man is Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Wentz going to go on fourth down. This is caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Wentz. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Sometimes it comes down to one final play, a dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to, hey, this is how I want to win a game. But behind closed doors at night as they're going to sleep, they do think about those dramatic endings. And how about that one? Go up and get it, Hail Mary, and sprint to the locker room with a victory that you didn't look like you were going to get.
That is the epitome of the highest high and the lowest low in the game of football. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.